Metis.
Metis is a project like no other.
We see blockchain as a place where wealth and opportunity are shared by the entire community.
And we care about each and every person who joins our community to build on the Metis platform. There is a me in Metis.
There's 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 a me in Metis. There's a me in Metis. There's a me in Metis.
Metis.
Building on Ethereum can be challenging. High transaction fees, slow transaction speeds, limited functionality, and difficult and expensive to build on. Metis solves these problems. Ethereum transactions made on Metis cost just a couple of cents. They'll be processed in a fraction of a second. Metis offers rich, out-of-the-box functionality with one click. Store as much data as you'd like. We take care of the security. With Metis, building and deploying Ethereum dApps is so easy. Already have your smart contracts? We provide complete EVM compatibility and one-click deployment. And yes, we'll integrate your existing platform without you needing to change any code. Metis Layer 2 supports DeFi, NFTs, gig economy, social economy, crowdfunding, and much more. Our goal is to create easy-to-use tools, making blockchain accessible to everyone and empowering personal and professional lives. But wait, there's more. Metis is completely decentralized. Once your dApp is up, no one can take it down. Metis Layer 2 is secured by the underlying Ethereum blockchain, eliminating the risks caused by sidechain solutions, especially for DeFi projects. Metis lets you create and manage your own DAO in just 2 clicks. We call it DAC, Decentralized Autonomous Company. Our community mining mechanism can even generate additional funding for your project. Beat that, centralized sidechains! Now, we've introduced the Metis Ecosystem Development Program. We're offering established blockchain companies, blockchain startups, and even companies new to blockchain the chance to scale in 3 ways: tech and development resources, marketing and branding muscle, funding for your company, including grants, mining Metis tokens, and potential investment. Want to grow your company? Go to metis.io/EDP. Fill out the form and join the Metis ecosystem today.
Metis.
Metis is a project like no other.
We see blockchain as a place where wealth and opportunity are shared by the entire community.
And we care about each and every person who joins our community to build on the Metis platform. There is a me in Metis.
There's 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 a me in Metis. There's a me in Metis. There's a me in Metis. There's a me in Metis.
Metis.
Building on Ethereum can be challenging. High transaction fees, slow transaction speeds, limited functionality, and difficult and expensive to build on. Metis solves these problems. Ethereum transactions made on Metis cost just a couple of cents. They'll be processed in a fraction of a second. Metis offers rich, out-of-the-box functionality with one click. Store as much data as you'd like. We take care of the security. With Metis, building and deploying Ethereum dApps is so easy. Already have your smart contracts? We provide complete EVM compatibility and one-click deployment. And yes, we'll integrate your existing platform without you needing to change any code. Metis Layer 2 supports DeFi, NFTs, gig economy, social economy, crowdfunding, and much more. Our goal is to create easy-to-use tools, making blockchain accessible to everyone and empowering personal and professional lives. But wait, there's more. Metis is completely decentralized. Once your dApp is up, no one can take it down. Metis Layer 2 is secured by the underlying Ethereum blockchain, eliminating the risks caused by sidechain solutions.
Right. Thank you for joining us. This is Metis Testnet Launch. And this is we're going exactly with our timeline. And thank you for joining us for that exciting event. Today, we're going to be, of course, welcoming you, and we're done with that already. We're going to be stating the rules on how to receive a Metis rewards. We're going to be doing Metis team introduction, just the very quick ones. Of course, we're going to be telling you what is Metis, what this project is about, use cases of Metis. We're going to go through technology details just in a touch. And advantages, we lay down the whole Metis Layer 2 beta testnet details of the optimistic rollup. We compare it with Optimism, Arbitrum, and Polygon, which is our wonderful other players in the Layer 2 space. And we're going to be telling you about our Metis innovations that we did to the technology. And of course, we're going to be doing a demoing. We're going to be demoing Metis Layer Beta Testnet, comparing gas fees and speed with a Layer 1 Ethereum. And we are going to be talking about Metis Grant and Ecosystem Development Program and upcoming June 30 releases. So stay tuned. And of course, at the end, we're going to have questions and Metis rewards. So stay with us until the end in order to be rewarded. Disclaimer, this is not a financial advice. We're not financial advisors. We're not advising you to invest in any tokens, including Metis token. And we're not encouraging you to invest in any crypto. So we are talking about only technology here. So please be aware. If you would like a financial advice, please talk to the professionals. And stay tuned with us for any further information. Stay tuned at metis.io, and in our Telegram group, you can actually scan it right now to join our Telegram. If you're not in there, scan the code and join. And also, if you go to metis.io, you can subscribe right away from the very first screen. So please do that. I'm going to hold on that screen a little bit more so you have a chance to join and scan. All right, so I need to stop share just for a second, just to see the chat, because I see something going on in the chat. So I just need to know that the Metis Telegram link is fine. It's great. So let's move on. All right, so next. For the Metis rewards, as I said already, you will need your Telegram ID. If you don't have one, go to telegram.org, register right now, and get your Telegram ID ready, because this is how we identify and find and reward you after that. Please telegram.org to get your Telegram ID for the future Metis rewards. And let's practice right now. After you get your Telegram ID, you can type in this Zoom chat. Type your Telegram ID and hello. So let's practice. You can also use the live stream chat. If you're on a live stream, you have the chat on your right side. Unfortunately, on mobile, you cannot see it, only on a computer. So if you go to desktop mode, you can see go to metis.io/livestream, and you see the chat on the right side. And we would like to see some hellos from you to see if it's working. And I'm going to be checking with my team to see if everything okay. So Alice and Norbert, can you please let me know if we see any messages now in the Telegram, in the Zoom, and in the live stream here? Okay, so I can see some. Yes, good. Some Telegram IDs I see. Yes, so make sure that you put the Telegram ID and hello as well. Yeah, hello everyone. All right, so I can see it. At least in the Zoom chat. So please let me know if we have, my team, let me know if we have messages in the Telegram and in the live stream chats. Good. Okay, so that's good. It means that you are ready for the questions. Good job. So you get your Telegram IDs. Yes, you are ready. Let's proceed. So we proceed with the introduction of our Metis team. So at this point, I will stop sharing a presentation, and I'm going to be introducing our team one by one. So my name is Elena Sinalikova. I am a CEO and a co-founder of Metis. And I also have online with me, and you can see that on the co-host, it's let me just spotlight there. This is Kevin. So Kevin is also a co-founder, and Kevin, you can unmute yourself, I think. Yes. Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Beta Testnet Launch. Hope you can enjoy and feel the difference of Metis Layer 2. Just explore the infinity opportunity of our Layer 2. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Kevin. So Kevin is a co-founder, and he is also the product manager for the Metis product. And we have Jonah online as well. So Jonah is joining us. And let me just spotlight Jonah. Jonah is our marketing head of marketing. He's joining us in the car. He's always on the go. Yay. So welcome, Jonah. And he is a very essential part of the Metis team. We have also here online is Pavel. Pavel is our technical evangelist and a technical presenter as well. So he will be talking about our technology today. We also have online, unfortunately, Leah, I don't see your video. Okay, so let me just try to spotlight you. Unfortunately, I can't. So Leah Glanzin, she is our Chief Administrative Officer, and she's also the speaker. So, and she has many roles behind because she's also our legal counsel, internal legal counsel, and she does lots and lots of things for us. We also have Shada Lotvalian. So Shada, let me add you here as well. So Shada is our marketing manager as well. So she is behind lots of things in our marketing. And we have Puneet. So let me just add Puneet here. So Puneet is also our marketing manager. And so this is our marketing team, Jonah, Shada, and Puneet. And actually today we join also, tomorrow, we had Alice. Alice is our marketing intern. Welcome, Alice. We have a very important person to add. So this is Norbert. Norbert is our community manager, and he manages our international communities. And we have also online Yaroslav, who's managing our live stream. So he is also our community manager for the Russian community and also the ambassador program manager too. Unfortunately, I cannot add them here because they don't have the video started. We also have Karya here on the call. So Karya is our Metis product manager, and so she is a project manager. So she is the managing the product for the all the middleware, and we're going to be talking about it today. So Karya, welcome, and we have Yuan. So Yuan, I don't see Yuan. Hopefully he didn't drop, because we have so many people right now. He's here. Yeah. Okay. Yuan.
Yeah, I'm here, but unfortunately my internet is down.
All right. All right. So Yuan is one of the co-founders, and he is our CTO. So he's the tech guy who's behind building all the tech. So he's here and he's managing our development team as well. And we have Golden. Golden is the Golden joining us from China. So he's our manager for the Asian community. So welcome, Golden. And I think I have introduced everyone, hopefully, right? So yes, if I missed anyone, let me know. We have actually a team of 26 people. We have only a few of them here in our room today. We are international. We are in many countries. We're all over the world. Basically, we are right now I believe in 6 countries, 6 different countries, maybe even more right now. Yes. So welcome. We have a very rich Chinese community, Russian community here as well. And so guys, don't hesitate if you don't understand anything, ask us a question on your own language and we will answer in your own language because we are multilingual. Moving on. What is Metis? Everyone asks us, like, where your name comes from. Metis is a Greek titaness. It's a Greek goddess, actually. Goddess, it means the prudence and wisdom. We chose this symbol, and this is a female, and we have lots of females on our team, as you see. Very exciting, and very strong symbol of a Greek goddess. And what we believe in, what we are building. Metis is building a decentralized economy platform for businesses and communities. This is how we started. And our mission is to transit all people in the world to the blockchain. So this is our mission. And for that, we're building easy to use technical and organizational platform, and making blockchain accessible to everyone that wants to use it. There are lots of barriers right now because you need to be a developer, you need to be techie in order to use blockchain. We eliminated those. And this is just our few use cases. We have a full list of our use cases. If you go to metis.io, we have a few of them. So with Metis, you will be able to create your own DAO. We call it DAC, Decentralized Autonomous Company. We also, you will be able to create your own DeFi project, your own dApp, your own NFT. You can mint and trade NFTs. You can create your own launchpad and become your own Polka starter. And you will be able to freelance as well, to find a job and hire other people too. And you will be able to tokenize the project just in one click, maybe a couple, and you can create your own Uniswap. So unlimited possibilities. So far, we launched alpha test. This is our DApp based on our also layer 2. And you can go and look at it if you didn't before. Alpha test.metis.io. Scan this code, and this is very fast registration, and you can practice to create your own decentralized company and also try to communicate via blockchain using that. So this product that we released already a while ago, and now we're working on an infrastructure which is layer 2, and that's what we are going to be talking today. Metis, what Metis believes in usability. Usability is our priority. And decentralization is one of our core values, one of the main core values. We decentralized all the way through. And functionality, we're focusing very much on providing a rich functionality to all the people that use our layer 2 and our platform. And we take a lead on the low fees as well. So as much as it possible in a decentralized environment, low fees, we are building our tech to facilitate the low fees. And we also very much focused on scalability and security, removing the bottlenecks, because we know we're all tired of the bottlenecks when we're using our blockchain. In order to build all this great tech, we started with our layer 2, with own layer 2. Unfortunately, we haven't found the one that would fit us in the market, because all the ones that existed either still in construction and not in production, or the other ones are very centralized. And this is something that we would like to avoid. Centralization is not the way to go for us. So we're building our own layer 2, and this is what we're releasing today, a beta test net of the layer 2. So our layer 2 actually enhances Ethereum. It builds on top of Ethereum, but enhances of Ethereum, making transaction costs lower, transaction speeds faster, functionality richer, usability easier. We're also building a native storage. We make effective scalability. We add an additional layer to the security, and we provide decentralized autonomous organization quick start. All right, so yeah, blockchain unchained. This is about Metis layer 2. So if any of you face this problems while using blockchains before, even Ethereum, even though, in my opinion, Ethereum is awesome. But hates paying gas fees, slow transactions, need to build your own data storage, because honestly, in order to store data or file, high resolution file on a blockchain costs about $1 million to store. And therefore projects are forced to build their own. Therefore, opening the holes for the security, for the hackers, right? So this is a very, very important issue. Then you need to be a coder pretty much and code smart contracts from the scratch, and also solutions with centralized. So this is, we're going to be touching about that. So these problems exist. And Metis solve them also. The high fees on Metis Layer 2 estimated right now just a couple of cents in the production, and we process transactions just in a few seconds. Actually, you will see the demo today. It's much less than a second with no bottlenecks, and we are building a secure chip permission storage on chain so you can utilize one and not build your own. We're also building one-click templates and deployments for the smart contracts, and we also building infrastructure for non-coders to build dApps on Ethereum. And of course, it's all decentralized, all on Ethereum and only with Metis. So how does Metis do it? How do we solve all these problems? And right now, I would like to bring Pavel to help me to explain of what exactly that we do and how we do it.
Excellent. Thank you, Alina. Great start. And hopefully I can continue with the same level of energy. So first, I want to explain what optimistic rollups are at a high level. So I'm not going into too much detail to bore you with the technical details, but I want you to know how our solution works. So first is that it's built on top of layer 1 Ethereum. This utilizes the security and decentralization of layer 1. How an optimistic rollup works is essentially you would make transactions on our network, on our Metis network. The transactions would be put into a bundle and batched and then sent off into layer 1 where it's finalized. All of these transactions together is equal to one transaction that's posted to the blockchain. So that's in a high level how our optimistic rollups work. Now, what makes optimistic rollups optimistic? Well, optimistic ensures that all transactions are treated like they're valid until proved otherwise. Now, our security, we utilize what is called rangers and decentralized sequencers in order to validate the security to ensure that all of the transactions align and nobody, for example, gives themselves millions and millions of dollars and like that. So we ensure that security. But how optimistic works is that essentially it means that all transactions are treated like they're valid until proved otherwise. Finally, we have withdrawals to layer 1. Your funds are not locked on our layer 2 and kept there. No, you have the ability to withdraw it all to layer 1 and use it anywhere else inside the Ethereum main network. I guess next slide. Next is that I would want to compare other optimistic rollups. Currently, there are two major ones, and I will be talking about Optimism and Arbitrum. I want to give a big shout out to Optimism itself because we are actually a fork of Optimism, but we build on top of it. We extend the functionality of it. So how do we differ? Well, first, we're all optimistic rollups. But looking at the first difference is that we utilize a layer 1. Optimism and Arbitrum rely on a centralized sequencer in order to do your posting, which we opt for a decentralized sequencing solution that ensures the security of your funds to be posted on layer 1. Next is the validation time. In comparison to Optimism and Arbitrum, our validation time in order to resolve your transactions, in order to guarantee the security, it takes Optimism about a week to do it, Arbitrum a few days, while we take just a few hours in order to guarantee that your funds, that the transactions are valid and can be posted and permanently associated with layer 1 when withdrawals occur. Now, the biggest difference from all of this is Optimism and Arbitrum are purely optimistic rollups. We, as Metis, extend that functionality with permissions and storage integration. This means that for your business, you can deploy your files and you can permission your files. You can say who can view those files. You can see who has access, who can edit those files, as well as who can deploy smart contracts in your decentralized autonomous organization. So we have this whole integrated functionality within the ecosystem. I guess, next slide. Now with Polygon, optimistic rollups and other solutions, it's like comparing apples to oranges. But I want to emphasize one core point. So we have our Metis rollup bridge, the Polygon proof of stake bridge, and the Polygon plasma bridge. The first big difference is that they're all different types, but before I mention, I want to actually congratulate Polygon. They have huge success. They're deployed on the main nets. They have all of the technology. Everything's working, and they are a trusted solution, trusted by many. But trust, I believe, isn't enough. There is that contention of what is centralized and what is not. Now with Polygon, their proof of stake bridge is valued at about 4.7 billion. And I think Puneet posted all the sources there, so you can check them out for yourself. But in their contract, their security is controlled by 5 out of 8 multi-sig users. What this means in non-technical terms is that 5 out of those 8 people have full control over your funds. The security of the network is under control by those 5 out of 8 people. Now, do you trust those 5 people that you don't know? Do you trust those 8 people that you don't know? I don't know. With Metis, we aim to make our solution trustless. We aim to make our bridge unexploitable, unmanipulatable. We trust in our technology. That is why we want to emphasize our decentralization. With more decentralization, you get more security. That's why we want to incentivize additional sequencers, rangers, in order to ensure the security of the system. And again, I don't want to make any like accusations or anything. I don't want to say that Polygon's funds are in danger or anything. I want to just mention the differences between centralized and decentralized and what it means. So I want to bring that out there for everyone to understand. All right, next slide. So how do we guarantee our security on Metis? So first is the sequencers. We have multiple random chain verifications. We also introduce the concept of rangers, layer 2 rangers, which are financially incentivized auditors. In the combination of sequencers and rangers, they're able to validate all of the transactions that are posted randomly and are able to guarantee that security. And that security is enforced by layer 1 Ethereum. Next slide. How are we scalable? Well, we have multiple sequencers, multiple Metis virtual machines, multiple rangers, and also what's not posted on there is multiple chains for your decentralized autonomous organization. This makes us very scalable to demand. The more transactions that are occurring, the more rangers, the more sequencers, more virtual machines are spun up and processed by them. So that's how we ensure scalability inside our network. Next slide. Finally, usability. This is one key point that we want to focus on. We realize that blockchain developers are very, very expensive. They're almost very hard to get. They are hard to get, actually. But we want to make sure that any solutions that you currently have that are working on Ethereum are 100% compatible with Metis. You're able to manage your access permissions, your decentralized file storage as well, to manage who can view, edit, delete anything within your DAO. Next is that we integrate our reputation tracking system. It's important for your organization to know which businesses to do business with, which businesses can deliver. So we integrate that reputation system directly onto our platform. As I previously mentioned, Ethereum developers or any type of smart contract developers, they're very, very difficult to get. And you need to learn a whole language in order to actually use and develop with smart contracts. We want to make that bridge easier. We want to close that gap. That's why we are focusing our resources on a middleware. This middleware ensures easy deployment, management, and an easy to use and simple to understand interface for smart contract deployment. Layer 2 or Web 2 developers, so front-end developers, back-end developers, they'll easily be able to create a smart contract and use the smart contract methods using a REST API. If you don't know what that means, don't worry, but if they know, that they would probably know and they'll appreciate that. Next is that we have smart contract templates. We realize that there are common business cases, and we want to create common smart contract templates in order to spin up so that businesses don't have to worry about the security, the auditing. We'll handle that. All you need is the template in order to build your business out of. Next, and finally, is that we have that microservices integration. So you're able to integrate it with other APIs, anything that's external, you're able to plug it in within the Metis ecosystem and use it. And that, I guess, next slide. And I'll let Elena continue from this.
Yes, Elena had to unmute herself. Yes, we are today. Yes, we are releasing our layer 2 beta testnet. So what we did so far, of course, we're building on top of Ethereum. We built our optimistic rollup. We have built multiple sequencers and multiple virtual machines. So we made our layer 2 scalable to demand. So this is right now as the biggest differentiator from the optimistic roll-ups. And this is what we are releasing today. And we're going to be demoing it. So Pavel is going to be demoing. So Pavel, prepare your demo. In a few minutes, you're going to be seeing comparison between a layer 1 transaction and a layer 2 transaction that are on Metis layer 2. And again, just I want to emphasize, this is built on top of Ethereum.
All right, thank you. So I'll share my screen. Now, again, this is a tech demo, and it is a quote-unquote live demo. So things can work a bit less smoothly, but just actually before I go into it, let me first describe what we are looking for, what we are demoing today. I guess I'll stop my share. I'll just face one-to-one. So what are we demoing today? We want to demo how fast, in comparison to layer 1, our solution is, how the Metis network is on layer 2. We want to compare the speed of the transaction. So we're doing this using a ERC20 token contract. If you don't know what that is, don't worry. It's essentially a smart contract deployed, and we're using it in order to demonstrate the speed of the system. All right, now I'll share my screen. So currently, right now, this is built on layer 1 Ethereum, specifically the Robson test network. We want to transfer 100, doesn't really matter. When we transfer it, we're asked to confirm. We will confirm this. And then it's currently being processed. So note the time that it takes. We're going to post that into our testnet explorer, and we'll wait. Now this can take a few seconds, a few minutes. We don't know, depending on the network utilization. All right, so in this case, it took around 22 seconds. It was completed, and the transaction was recognized by layer 1 in about 22 seconds. If we
if you use Ethereum, you know that it can vary also from the busyness of the network, because like one time I had to wait for my transaction 24 hours to be completed.
Exactly. So in this case, this took 22 seconds, but on low network utilization, depending on how much the network is utilized, it'll of course take longer. Now let's compare this to Metis. So in this case, we want to switch our network. And then we will switch our contract ID, save that, and then this will reload. So now we have our layer 2 Metis Beta Testnet. Now again, we'll do the same exact transaction that we did. Note the speed. So we click transfer. Actually, before we'll check the balance just to see that we have 100 here. So we're adding 100. So we'll click transfer. And then we have to accept. We'll confirm. And it's completed in less than a second. And we can check the balance, and we see that on layer 2, it changed. So this demonstration shows... Can we
just make a note of how much it costs to complete this transaction?
So if we refresh the page, we're able to see that it costed around 0.000089495. This is in Metis tokens. So since it's on our network, this is just front end displayed as ETH, but this is actually Metis tokens on our layer 2. That's how it operates, the same way, like that. All right, well, that's the demonstration of the speed and the price. Thank you. Yeah, so thank you. We're going to be moving on. So you saw the demo. So we invite you. So because I saw right now in the chat that you have questions, you're welcome to come and test with us, become the tester for the rewards, and also for the future, if you would like to become, sequencers, rangers. So this is something that will also take a note. We are now available for devs, and you can scan the code, fill out the application form. So we accept the testers. So please do fill the application, and we can join you to our network of testers. We also presenting today Metis Ecosystem Development Program. You can find it already on metis.io/grants. So we already have quite a few partners, but we continue developing and supporting our partners. So with the partners, if you have a project, if you have an idea you would like to build on top of Metis, so DeFi, NFT, DAO, so anything like that, you can get a kickoff grant of 1,000 Metis token, and you also can be entered into the pool of $1 million worth of Metis tokens, and that's going to be limited to first 50 projects only. So, for our partners, we
also provide the technical support. So we have a great technical team who can assist you. And mind you that our layer 1 is completely EVM compatible, so you don't need to change any of your code, and you don't need to code at all in the future. So we're delivering it very soon as well, but we providing the technical support right now. We are also can give you a hand in marketing. Right now we have a very great community in China, in North America, and we're developing right now in Russia and Africa. So if this is the markets that you would like to market your DApp or your business in, so this is the way to go. We also have, because we created this program together with our investors and our partners, so our paid definition, one of our partners on that one, and you can get a fast track listing on this launchpad to launch your token, to launch your project right away. And also, since we have, again, the VC network, venture capitalists, if you need additional funding investments, so this is the introductions that we're going to be making. So for us, it was very easy to raise our money. I'm sure it will be also very easy for you with our help. And go to metis.io/grants if you have a project, and please apply. So we start taking applications actually today. So yes, the faster you apply, the faster you can get in. And our next steps, so we are delivering as soon as in 2 weeks from now. So next step, so we're delivering a Metis swap. So Metis swap is a Uniswap hard fork, and it's going to be on Metis Layer 2. So all Metis token holders will be able to mint your own Layer 2 tokens in a very easy way and swap them with one another. Same as you do it in a Uniswap, you can do a Metis swap for the Metis token holders rewards. So stay tuned. So we're going to be delivering, might be even sooner than that. So stay tuned. In order to stay tuned, you, of course, can join our Telegram group or subscribe at metis.io, our newsletter. And the middleware, so we are developing, again, because we are doing all the APIs and templates for the one-click deployments, for the no-coding deployments. This is our way to start on that. So for Web2 developers, this is probably something will be interesting, our middleware. So with like all developers with little or no blockchain development experience, you can use our APIs and templates to develop your own dApps already on top of Metis Layer 2. And of course, it's compatible to EVM, which is an Ethereum virtual machine. So on June 30th, in 2 weeks, we're going to be delivering that. In order to be the first one to learn about that, and so please subscribe at metis.io and join our Telegram group as well. And this is just a quick glance of our other contact information. So there you go. You can contact us by email. And again, so I would like to reiterate, so for the project, so if you would like to join our ecosystem, go to metis.io/grants. And for developers to become a Metis Beta Tester, scan or go to bit.ly/Metis Beta Tester. Make sure that it's a case sensitive link. So please be correct when you enter it, or you can just scan from this screen. And right now, we have 15 minutes for the questions. So the Metis rewards apply to 10 best questions. So we will be answering as many as we can, of course, and this is your opportunity to ask the questions. We are going to be taking the questions from Telegram chat, from live stream, all the live streams and Zoom chat. So if you are here in Zoom, it's easy, of course. If you're in a live stream, it's even easier. It's on the right side. You have a chat. Please don't forget to post your Telegram ID, because if you don't post your Telegram ID, we will not be able to find you. Post your Telegram ID and a question, and that's why we can find you and reward you. And so you can do it in Telegram, in live stream, and here in Zoom chat. All right, so now let me take a look at the questions. All right, so team, you can help me now taking the questions as well, because yes, probably I will be now drowned with the questions that are coming up. We have lots of them. Okay, so I'm scrolling up to see what questions we have. All right, so so while we do the questions, so probably we need some time to collect the questions. So Yaroslav, please post the video on the live stream, and we're going to be, because we're having like about 2 minutes to collect the questions.
Building on Ethereum can be challenging. High transaction fees, slow transaction speeds, limited functionality, and difficult and expensive to build on. Metis solves these problems. Ethereum transactions made on Metis cost just a couple of cents. They'll be processed in a fraction of a second. Metis offers rich, out-of-the-box functionality with one click. Store as much data as you'd like. We take care of the security. With Metis, building and deploying Ethereum dApps is so easy. Already have your smart contracts? We provide complete EVM compatibility and one-click deployment. And yes, we'll integrate your existing platform without you needing to change any code. Metis Layer 2 supports DeFi, NFTs, gig economy, social economy, crowdfunding, and much more. Our goal is to create easy-to-use tools, making blockchain accessible to everyone and empowering personal and professional lives. But wait, there's more.
How would Metis leverage blockchain to solve the problem of scalability when mainnet goes live? So the scalability we solve in multiple ways. So we have multiple sequencers. So this is the multiple validators, actually multiple posters of the transactions, and we have multiple rangers who are the validators, and we also have multiple virtual machines. So multiple virtual machines is also created on demand. It means that if you create any company or any dApp on the blockchain, we create a new virtual machine. It will be calculated in a different space. So therefore, it solves the computational scalability on all layers. So this is how we solve that. All right. So a very good question from Sanket. How do you think it's going to affect layer 2 projects along with Metis? Layer, unfortunately, it too will not address all the problems. It will address some, but not all. So still will be prone to the high gas fees, and still will be some bottlenecks as well. So that layer 2 is still needed. So I'm not sure if you have the link that Vitalik posted, because even after it, layer 2 solutions is the way to go. This is something that even a person behind it 2.0 told publicly.
Yeah, to add on that, I think first Ethereum 2.0 will take time, at least years to release. And the second thing is that Metis is not just about speed and cost. We pretty much are focused on functionality, scalability of our functionality, because we understand that actually on Ethereum, with the help of layer 2, we can build the whole Web3 world. So it's still a new world we need to build on. But if you hope to build on Ethereum, you will need a lot of tools, a lot of infrastructure work. That is, Metis is going to help Ethereum. Even Ethereum 2.0 comes online, that is, Metis going to help to the industry and also the end users to build the apps on layer 2. So that is, I think we are focusing not just speed and cost, we are also focusing on the scalability.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So like very similar question from Johannes. So will Metis have a cheaper transaction fee than other layer 2 projects? So probably with optimistic rollup, that will be the same fees. So we estimated a couple of cents, and it might not be cheaper than Polygon, but with Polygon, you know that you have this decompromisation. And again, the Polygon team, great job of putting all this solution into production right away and easing the pain of the fees. But the Metis is not only focused on the fees. The fees will be like very reasonable, couple of cents, but we focus a lot on the functionality, on the possibility to store and share your own data, because I know that majority of the projects right now looking into the private chains, into Hyperledger, just for the reason they cannot store or share the data in the blockchain. So that's and of course. With other layer 2 solutions, you need to take a close look and see if they are centralized or decentralized, because if you think they are centralized, might as well use database and not a blockchain. All right. So a question from Lee J, how you will be working with Ethereum 2.0, any changes? And our layer 2 will be completely compatible with Ethereum 1.0 and with 2.0 as well. So there will be no changes. So if you had created smart contract on 2.0, so then it can be ported on Metis without any changes whatsoever.
And the question from the Telegram ID Filecoin123, he asked about, can we join to mine Metis and when? Yeah, actually you can mine Metis token when we launch our public testnet, which is due on July. At that time, you will be able to use the tribe, which we launched last month, to stake your NFT and mine Metis token out. And also, if you are a developer, you will be able to join our builder mining program. So you can stake and enjoy the continuous mining benefits, to grow along with our ecosystem.
Okay, we also have a question, how will Metis, from Sanket, how will Metis provide good security along with decentralization, but also high scalability? So this is something that Pavel already talked about. Like, for example, for the security, we have rangers that validating our transactions, and rangers are, people like you and me. You stake Metis token and you validate a transaction, but you never know which transaction, whose transaction you are validating. It means that you can validate, your transaction. If you cheat, you lose the money. So therefore, the security is enforced by anonymity. So this is the answer to that one.
Also, the question from Etel A33, we choose Ethereum is that actually Ethereum is the largest ecosystem on the blockchain. So I think we have the largest use and largest projects, developers here. That's the main reason. And also, like if you are a developer or project, you have already built on Ethereum 1.0, you can very easily migrate your current dApps on Metis Layer 2. So that is the reason. And for the efforts we place for community growth, first, I think we are developing different countries' community groups via Telegram or other partners. And also, when we launch different testnet, we will also encourage our community member to launch projects, different dApps running on top of Metis Layer 2. So you can try and test for yourself to experience by yourself the cost and the efficiency of Metis Layer 2. That is one way for us to grow the community. And another way for developer community, that is currently what we are working on. We hope to elaborate or involve a lot of developers to our community mining and also the builder mining program, so that they can build and get the benefit of the mining rewards. Yeah.
Awesome. So we have a question from Rainer. I see that this solves the new project that develops with Metis, but can I apply this option for my personal transactions? Yes, absolutely. So our belief that everyone, every person has to have your own, kind of like presence on the blockchain. Yes, and it's absolutely applied to the personal transactions as well. And you can actually also choose to act as as the company, as a decentralized company, but as a person too. All right.
Yeah,
there's a question from Sanket.
Yeah.
I think SANKET. Will Metis be able to keep up the same speed on mainnet along with more network congestion? So with our layer 2, all we do is we post one transaction that's bundled up. So that one transaction will be processed, and that's during the finalization when you actually do the withdrawal. So it will keep up with it won't congest the network, and you'll have to wait for just that one transaction, whereas waiting for the 500 or so bundled transactions that you'll if you do choose to individually post them on the mainnet. And there's a follow-up question. So also, how will it plans to do more improvement upon network congestion? So again, we have the aspect of decentralization and scalability. So we have these multiple sequencers, multiple rangers that all work together, multiple chains as well, that all work together in order to process all of those transactions and to remove the bottlenecks within the system. So there's no one area where there's a bottleneck, because there's multiple entities that are handling those single tasks. So hopefully that answers your question.
So we are right now at 1 p.m. mark. So actually, guys, we collect all your questions. So please keep posting them in the chat. Even though we don't answer it right now, we will actually gather them together and we'll answer them in our Telegram. And we're going to be posting that. So please, all your questions, they are recorded and we are collecting them. And again, we're going to be rewarding all the best ones. The best ones to our knowledge, and maybe we can reward even more than 10, because I can see very, very great questions that coming in. So for again, if you have a project, you can apply for a grant at metis.io grants, and you can also apply to be our Metis Beta tester. And stay tuned for our June 30th. We're going to be doing hopefully another live stream on June 30th, explaining what's new going to be built. We build a very, very cool tech. Thank you so much for joining us today. We love your support, and we're going to be building our future together. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Building on Ethereum can be challenging. High transaction fees, slow transaction speeds, limited functionality, and difficult and expensive to build on. Metis solves these problems. Ethereum transactions made on Metis cost just a couple of cents. They'll be processed in a fraction of a second. Metis offers rich, out-of-the-box functionality with one click. Store as much data as you'd like. We take care of the security. With Metis, building and deploying Ethereum dApps is so easy. Already have your smart contracts? We provide complete EVM compatibility and one-click deployment. And yes, we'll integrate your existing platform without you needing to change any code. Metis Layer 2 supports DeFi, NFTs, gig economy, social economy, crowdfunding, and much more. Our goal is to create easy-to-use tools, making blockchain accessible to everyone and empowering personal and professional lives. But wait, there's more. Metis is completely decentralized. Once your dApp is up, no one can take it down. Metis Layer 2 is secured by the underlying Ethereum blockchain, eliminating the risks caused by sidechain solutions, especially for DeFi projects. Metis lets you create and manage your own DAO in just 2 clicks. We call it DAC, Decentralized Autonomous Company. Our community mining mechanism can even generate additional funding for your project. Beat that, centralized sidechains! Now, we've introduced the Metis Ecosystem Development Program. We're offering established blockchain companies, blockchain startups, and even companies new to blockchain the chance to scale in 3 ways: tech and development resources, marketing and branding muscle, funding for your company, including grants, mining Metis tokens, and potential investment. Want to grow your company? Go to metis.io/EDP. Fill out the form and join the Metis ecosystem today.